Welcome to your channel Ray of Hope, and this is going to be another day for our big application penetration testing for 90 days of continuous series, right? As I even told you, in this series, I am going to demonstrate it practically each of the lab. I'm not just going to solve the lab, but I'm going to make you understand about the fundamental, that why did it happen. Like you should not consider it as a lab that it is intentionally vulnerable, but you should consider it as a real-time environment, right? And I'm gonna explain you why. I would suggest you, once you watch the video, go ahead and read each of the blog for a specific video, right? Which I'm going to attach in the description or will ping in the comment box, right? So this is how I'm going to, in this video, I will not be explaining all the theory portions. Rather, I will be demonstrating practically. But on the blog, you can read it. You can watch my videos like 2 methods over here and some methods over here. So it will clear more of your fundamentals, also practical skills. At the end, we will be discussing about mitigations as well. So now let's go ahead. This is the lab for SQL injection, where there we have a database called Oracle, right? It is not a SQL database. We have a Oracle database. But how we gonna identify if the database is Oracle or a SQL database? How we gonna identify that? So for that, we will come across when we will be testing that, right? Or you can, when you are going to read this blog, you will also come across, right? So now they are asking us to find out the database type and the version on Oracle, right? So we have to find out if they are using the data type like a number or integers or data type like characters or what exactly, right? So we would find and what is the version of the database that they are using. You got it? So for that, first we need to identify the parameter, right? Any parameter that we might have. So let's consider this parameter as page, right? We have this parameter called page, and you can see if I change this parameter from page to 1, it is projecting actually, right? That means a projection point is there. That is how it is it is telling us that this application is vulnerable for union-based SQL injection, right? Because whatever we are putting in the URL, it is projecting on the UI, right? That means it is whatever. We talked about that in our previous video, right? So now we identify the first step. Is it vulnerable for error-based as well? Yes, it is giving us an internal server error. That means this parameter, category, and whatever the value is interacting with the database, right? Right? So now we got the confirmation that this application could be vulnerable for SQL injection, right? So next what we're gonna do? Turn on the intercept, right? Turn on the proxy, intercept the data. I have it, right? Not this one, this one. So now I'm going to send it to the repeater. I'll turn off the intercept, right? I just don't want any unnecessary request to be captured. Now we will go to repeater and we will analyze this request. So if I do this, right, we have 200 OK response, right? We have 200 OK response, right? Now, as we know, the first part of SQL injection is to balance the equation and get to know what exactly the developer written code, which code or which query breaks the developer written code. So, right, if I'm going to use double quote, what is happening? It is giving us 200 OK. If I'm going to use double quote close braces, it is giving us 200 OK. If I'm going to use just space, it is giving us 200 OK. If I'm going to use single quote close braces, what is going to happen? Internal server error. Or even if I use single quote, it is giving us internal server error. That means somehow it is breaking the query. You got it? So now we have the clarity over the balancing part. Now we got to know the single quote is balancing the equation. Now we need to know how many columns are there, right? And how we would come to know? For that, we already know there is a query called order by, right? That we have discussed in our previous blogs too, right? So we are going to use order by over here. Order by 5 hyphen hyphen and see what we are going to get. Internal server error. That means it could be that application is not having 5 number of columns, right? If I use 4, it is still giving us an error. That means the application is not even having 4 columns. If I use 3, still it is giving us 500 internal server error. Still that means the application is not having 3 columns. If I use 2, yes, there you go. It balanced the equation and now it is giving us 200 okay. That means we got to know that there are 2 columns in this application, right? Once this is clear, now what we would be doing? We need to identify the data type, right? What was the question? We need to identify the data type. So how we gonna know the data type actually? For that, we would be using union select, right? Just a moment. So if we say union select 1, 1 hyphen hyphen okay. What gonna happen? It is giving me internal server error. It could be now that the application is not using any number type, right? So what if we gonna use something like this? Union select ray of 4 ray of 4 hyphen hyphen C. It is still giving us an error. Okay. Now it is giving us error. Why? Because we already talked about. Now if it would be like a SQL database, right? And if we are doing so, we would come to know about it, right? But now it is a Oracle database, right? So in Oracle database, we have a default actually. We have a default that we could not use. When we are calling to data, we need to specify the table we are using, right? So in Oracle database, dual is a special 1 row, 1 column table automatically created by Oracle in SyncSchema. So whenever you are going to use select statement or from, you are going to use that, right? So over here, now what we are going to do? Once we do so, union select, right? We can use like from doer hyphen hyphen and send it. You can see now we got to know its data type is 1. But if I am going to say 1, will that work now? See 1. It is giving us internal server error. That means data type is not number, right? Data type is not number, it is a character. And if I put over here ray of 4, somehow we will find over here, right? Yeah, there you go, right? So we got to know the database type is ray of 4 and its character actually. So now this is clear, right? So what would be the next option? We have to find out the version details, right? Again, for version details, you need to read over here as well. Display all the version details. These are some basic command of Oracle, right? These are the basic command. And when you are going to use version, by default, it comes with banner. When you are going to use that, by default, it comes with a banner, right? So then over here, we are going to use or we are going to call out the version of this database name called dual. So what we're going to do? We're going to use banner, right? We're going to use this banner, select banner and send it. It is giving us an error, right? Why it is so? Because I did not specify the version. Version, you have to specify the $sign and the version. Send. Now we got to know, right? And the lab must have done. See, congratulations, you have solved the lab. But where is the version actually? Let's see. Version. Can you see? We have the complete version details over here. Right? So this is how we would come to know the database version and we solve the lab, right? And in real time, this is what you would be doing. But again, guys, for that you need to understand the queries and syntax. Some of the below in the tables and basic syntax queries you need to remember, right? Again, I'm telling you, please complete this video. After completing this video, do read out the blog and I can make you sure you would be job ready in 90 days. And again, what was the reason behind it happened? Because if there was no input validation, not even input sanitization, there was not server-side validation, there were not firewall. So when you are performing SQL injection and if one has to mitigate it, make sure that these are the basic scenarios that one needs to implement, right? So I wish you good luck. Do like and subscribe.